Welcome everyone to our daytime summer Qigong, brought to you today by the Koskov Library and the Wainwright House, both nonprofit organizations in need of your donations if you should ever have any extra funds. And thank you to Nancy for providing our tech support today and recording today's session. So as we spoke about on Monday and last week, we are starting our full summer practice today, and that is associated with the fire element and the heart and small intestines are the organ function systems that are associated with this. So the heart is all about love and kindness, as opposed to hate and coldness. And this energy that we are embracing today is the energy of full summer, which is the energy of blossoming. And as I mentioned last week, this is associated in the human being with the adolescent phase, teenager, and early adulthood, when a lot of focus is on having fun and enjoying life and appreciating beauty and being beautiful ourselves. So that's the spirit that we want to take with us into today's practice. So just want to remind you that if you're still having some spring allergies or a little summer cold, to blow your nose, because we will be doing the arm swing exercise, where we inhale and we shoot air out through the nose, the little one of our cleansing and clearing, that's to clear the respiratory system. Okay, so let's get started by standing. Anytime you need to sit, if you're new to class and standing is difficult, always modify. And same with these sometimes lengthy held poses. Anytime you need to rest yourself, or just maybe if you're not feeling quite as energetic today as normal, feel free to always just imagine that you're doing what the class is doing. As we say, 30% perspiration and 70% inspiration, because our minds and our imaginations and our breathing are all very, very powerful tools. So the breathing today will be in and out through the nose, deep into the belly, unless I cue you otherwise. So we start every class by releasing the tension in the shoulders, and we do that by starting to scrunch up everything and tense up your face and frown and make everything tense and tight, and we will release with ha sound. Okay, tense and tight, holding breath and release. Ha. Letting your shoulders go down. And let's do that again. Tensing, tightening, no breathing, and release. And a third time, tensing, tightening, frowning, and releasing. Okay, starting with your feet. Look down at your feet. Make sure they are hip width or shoulder width apart, and that your feet are more or less pointed in the same direction. Your weight is evenly balanced on both feet. Your knees are soft, tailbone slightly tucked under, so that you've engaged your core muscles and your quad muscles, and your tailbone is anchoring your energy towards the ground. Then we have our shoulders slightly back and down. Top of the head lifts up a little bit as the back of the neck straightens out a little bit, pulling our chin back over the spine a bit, and just feel like a marionette just dangling, and your arms are gently at your side with some space in your armpits. And if you like, you can just gently rest your tongue on the top of your palate, but don't worry about that if you're new. And let a gentle smile come to your face, and listen for a sound coming from far, far away. So today's practice will include Robert Pang's 4 golden wheels, And I have a mini practice recorded on my YouTube site in case anyone is interested in doing a 100-day Gong, where we do something every day for 100 days. So if you want to know more about that, just email me. All right, so we'll start with the first of the 4 golden wheels, which is the cleansing and clearing shaking movement. So we do this by bending at the knees or tapping your heels on the ground and letting your arms be loose and floppy at your sides. And taking a deep inhaling breath in through the nose. And as you exhale out through the nose, just visually see your forehead relaxing, your eyebrows spreading apart. And relaxing the front of your face and jaw, making sure that your teeth are not clenched. Relaxing the back of your head and neck. Relax your shoulders, upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, hands, and fingers. And continuing to smile as you feel like relaxation move down the back muscles, down the front of your body, relaxing your rib cage, all your internal organs, lower abdomen and hips. Letting that relaxation spread down through your upper legs, into your knees, down the lower legs, ankles, feet, and toes. Jumping loose and happy. You can get as active with this shaking as you like. And now visualizing a beam of white light shining down from above and starting to penetrate through your body in small steps at the top of your head. Gently cleansing, clearing, moving away, washing away anything from last week or yesterday or last year that you no longer need. Just letting it flow down into the earth. Visualizing yourself standing and shaking inside this column of light, a being of light. Taking this joyful, expansive energy and glowing. And now coming to stillness. And still keeping your attention inward. Your eyes can be open a little bit, but really your focus is on what's happening inside of you. Focusing on your breathing. Maybe some tingling in your hands. Noticing your heartbeat. Embracing and accepting all sensations and feelings as just right for today. Just what your body needs to tell you at this moment. Okay, our second cleansing and clearing activity is our arm swings. In the summer, we do the arm swings with the palms facing forward, and the emphasis is on the inhale. So a big inhale. And as we exhale, we just bend the knees and let the hands drop down. Big inhale, shoot, exhale. Shooting out through the nose. And being sure not to bend your head so your spine is straight. Just a bending from the knees. And imagining that your hands are like energy magnets, flowing through space, gathering energy, bringing it up into that upper quadrant of your body where the heart lives. Like you're swinging on a tall swing. 2 more. Last one. And leaving your hands up and bringing the sides, the pinky sides together. And starting to make a circle just a few inches off of your face, sending this powerful energy that you've gathered in your palms into the skin of your face and deep into your brain. And visualizing your skin smoothing out, plumping up, clearing up, very handsome, very healthy. And circling the hands in the opposite direction. Breathe in the chi through all the pores of your skin. Chi being your bioenergetic energy. The field around and within you. And now bringing the fingertips together and the elbows up to settle that energy. And placing the hands over the lower dantian, we say Robert Pang's affirmation, I am in Chi. Chi is in me. And that second arm swings activity was the second of the 4 golden wheels. So now we're going to regulate the breath and hopefully use this kind of breathing throughout the rest of the class with our grand opening movement. So using the hands and slowly grasping the fist and bringing the hands up in front of you as you take a deep inhale into the belly, filling up your lungs. And then as you exhale, opening the hands and gathering and completely exhaling, letting everything out. And now rotating the wrists and inhale, open. Little pause at the top of your inhale and exhale, fingers open and gathering to the center. Now this time we're going to do that same thing. We're going to shift our weight slightly to the left as we open and inhale. And shift our weight back to the center as we exhale. And shifting right as we inhale. And shifting back to the center as we exhale. And as you inhale, turn towards the diagonal of the room. And exhale back to the center. Inhale, shift. Back to the center. And as we inhale, expand yourself. Picture yourself growing and expanding all the way up to the sky. Your energy is really big and back to the center, bringing it back in, consolidating. And again, opening. And back to the center. And arms come down. And inhaling the hands up. So in every single class we do, we connect with this greater chi field behind us, around us, above us, and in front of us. Using this embracing the tree posture known as the $1 million secret of Qigong. So take a deep inhaling breath. And as you exhale, just imagine your energy sink, drop, relax. Feeling that connection between your feet and the ground beneath you. And each time you exhale, feeling your feet, imagining your feet sinking down into the earth. And just checking your posture that feet are still parallel, knees are soft, tailbones slightly tucked under, shoulder blades down and back of the neck slightly lifted. And each time you exhale, feeling your energy continue to sink and connect with that energy beneath you. the powerful energy of the planet Earth. And now standing just a little bit taller, turning your attention to the top of your head, the byway point, the heavenly gate on top of your head, and imagine the space in the room above you, or feel that space, and then go beyond the room, beyond the atmosphere, all the way out into space with your imagination. And each time you exhale, imagine that your energy and attention are connecting further and further upward with heavenly energy above you. And now turning your attention to the space in front of you, feel that space or picture that space, and then go beyond the room, beyond the land, beyond the water, all the way out to the horizon in front of you and beyond. And with each exhaling breath, continuously, consciously allowing your attention to expand and connect with that space on the front side of your body. And relaxing your hands, feeling your arms as if they're supported, resting on a large beach ball or calm ocean. And just breathing into any discomfort and changing that position as you need to. As you playfully turn your attention to the space behind you, feeling that space or picturing that space, and then going beyond the room, beyond the oceans, beyond the mountains, all the way to the horizon in back of you and beyond. And each time you exhale, consciously focus and expand your attention into that space behind you. You might even feel yourself just gently rocking and swaying on your feet, like a seaweed plant in a gentle ocean. As you turn your attention to the space on the left side of you, feeling that space or picturing that space, and then going beyond the room, beyond the land, beyond the water, all the way out to the horizon on the left side of you and beyond. And each time you exhale, consciously continuing to expand your attention and connect it with that space on the left side of you. And playfully moving over to the right side of you, picturing that space or feeling that space, and then go beyond the room, beyond the mountains, beyond the oceans, all the way out to the horizon on the right side of you and beyond. And with each exhaling breath, continuously expanding and focusing your attention to connect you with that space on the right side of your body. And finally, turning your attention to the space inside of you, to your own internal energy, opening to the energetic wholeness within you, connected to the greater energetic field of the planet Earth around you, and that field around the planet Earth. And now slowly allowing your hands to drift down, relaxing your arms, stepping your feet together, hands on the lower dantian, and nourish your chi. So I mentioned that the embracing the tree pose is the $1 million secret of Qigong, said to be the pose in which your body is most able to heal. It's great for sleep. And it's something that if you wanted to do that for your 100-day Gong, that would be a really great idea. Just working your way up in time a little bit more and maybe putting on some nice Qigong music. I'll send the link out to that music again. Okay, so now we're going to move into our erasing blockages part of the practice. We'll start with the Dow Yen Pose. So feet are hip width apart, and you inhale the hands up. And we have the arms just straight up, not the elbows are not locked, just straight up, kind of right next to your ears. And to start off with, we just gently bend the knees. So I'll turn to the side so you can see. Just bend the knees, but keeping the upper body straight. And just go down to a level that's comfortable for you and keep your gaze straight ahead. And then straighten the knees gently and puff up your chest and let the hands come out to the side. And we call this heart to the universe. Just lifting up that sternum bone and gazing upward and picturing golden light coming in. And let's do that again. So, and hands come up, and now we do the forward bend. So hands face forward and tuck your chin in and slowly roll your spine down, tucking in your tummy one vertebra at a time, letting your spine lift over, opening the back of the spine and going down to a point that's comfortable for you. If that's here, you'll grab your knees. If you're going down a little further, you can grab your legs. And for those of you who have been with us a long time, you can grab the toes, and we just bring the head towards the legs. Hold it for a second and release. Head towards the legs. Release. Head towards the legs. Release. Releasing your hands and letting them glide up again. Gliding up the front of your body, bringing that chi into the legs. And then settle the energy with the hands down, and let's repeat it. Inhale. Knees bend, look towards me. Just letting the knees, hips, ankles, and shoulders open up. And straighten up, hands, palms face forward. And tuck your chin in and let your spine slowly melt down using gravity, tucking in your tummy to stretch a little bit more and coming down to the spot that's comfortable for you. And exhale, head to knees, hold, release, head to knees, release. One more time, release. And the hands drift up, feeling the connection, moving the chi up through the front of the legs. And then settle the energy. Relax your shoulders. Okay. And one more time. Inhale up. Arms by the ears and bend your knees. If you can go further down, feel free to go further down. Just don't overdo it. And smile while you're doing this. Okay, coming back up and heart to the universe, golden light shining in. And now leaving the hands out, stepping out wide. We're going to go down this time with a flat back. So looking towards me, flat back, straight legs. And let yourself just drape over and wiggle your head and shake your shoulders, wiggle your hips. Shake your head no, nod your head yes, shake your head and hips no, nod your head yes. And now we take the hands to the back of the legs and we start rubbing on the clothing, rubbing vigorously this top part of the hamstrings, bringing the energy to the surface, letting your head just relax downward. Doing it, only going as far as is good for you. And now we move to the knees, the backs of the knees, we make little circles. Very important for sexual health, abdominal health. Very good for men, for the prostate. And now lower leg, Achilles tendon, calves, everything. Bringing this energy to the surface, and we start tapping from the top of the hamstrings, and we work all the way down that middle line of the back legs. And start again from the top. The bladder energy is said to flow down the back of the body. So that's what we're activating. And again, okay, hands out again and gently coming up with a flat back. Hands together and hands down. And now we're going to settle the energy of the head. So inhale the hands up, palms face down, and we're going to use the ha sound again, but we're going to do it non-vocalized like this. And take little sipping breaths in between if you run out of breath. So let's take a big inhale and make the ha sound. And just guide that energy down into the earth. And again, big inhale and bring it down. Sending it all the way down in the earth. And one more time, inhale. Sending that emotional energy, that excess energy from the head, sometimes excess heart energy, down to be processed in the earth. So that pulling down the heavens is what that was called. And that is a great way to calm yourself down at night or in any situation when the mind is going too much, the emotions are going too much, or it's a full moon, if you're like me. So just always do that and do it at least 9 times. If it's really bad, do it 36 times, but guaranteed to work. Let me know if it doesn't. Okay, so now we're going to move into our expansion breathing. So as I said, we want to work into this energy of summer, this beautiful expansive energy. So we're going to step our feet out wide and inhale the hands up to shoulder width again. So you may ask, why do we do things like this that are kind of stressful on the body? This is called hermetic stress, and this will really help to condition your tendons and ligaments as well as build muscle. Okay, so all right, so fingers are spread wide, and we're going to take a deep inhaling breath again. And gently turn your head to the left as you exhale. Direct your gaze back over your shoulder and hold your breath at the end of the exhale. And now inhale, bring your head back to the front. So arms are straight, but not locked, okay? Wrists are cocked, but not tense, okay? And inhale back to the center. And exhale, turning your head gently to the side. Hold at the exhale completion and inhale back to the center. So even this holding and deep breathing and waiting a little bit is also hermetic stress for the lungs. Very good for lung conditioning. Now slowly rotate your hands towards the back of the room. I know we've been doing this a long time. Rest your hands if you need to. So again, inhale. Fingers are facing the back. Inhale. Exhale, turn to the left. Look towards the back. Stretch your eyes towards the back. Inhale back to the center. Pause. Exhale, turn to the right. Gaze towards the back. Stretch your chin up a little bit. And inhale back to the center. And let your arms drift down. So we will work up to 2 repetitions on that, but not for the moment. Now we move to our eagle claw pose. So your fingers are touching if you can. This is very good for arthritis, carpal tunnel. And bring your hands up and inhale. And once again, turning, exhaling, looking backwards. Hold. Inhale back to the front. Eagle claw. Exhale, turn. Hold, glance back. Inhale back to the center. I dare you to smile while we're doing this. Now we're going to rotate the hands to face towards the front. Inhale. Turn to the left. Exhale. Looking backwards. Inhale back to the front. Relax your shoulders. Exhale, turn. Hold, glance back. Inhale back to the front. And let your arms and hands drift down and relax. So who needs to buy weights when you've got the expansion breathing? Anytime you can do it. Okay, so the last erasing blockages that's opening up this heart center area is Chin Chi, which I call the penguin pose. And the movement on this is we're going to use the Hala mantra again, all is well, unconditionally, but we're going to use it a sharp way. So we're going to go how as our hands come back and la as our hands come down. And when we say la, we pop this lower dantian, we make it a popping sound. Okay, and we'll do it sort of different speeds, and it's just to keep you from getting bored and smiling as always. Okay, let's do that together. Howla, 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 howla. Next straight. Howla, 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 howla. Notice my arms are not going up and down, they're going back and down. Again, howla, 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 howla. Hold it. Feeling the chest open. And letting your elbows stay close to your rib cage as your hands face forward and come up to elbow height. And gently allow your hands to come close together. And inhale as you open them back up, but keeping your elbows close to the rib cage, really opening up that front of the upper rib cage and the shoulder area back together. This is a great exercise for counteracting this hunched over posture we get from too much hunching over a desk, driving, cooking, whatever you do in civilized life. So continuing to feel this powerful energy between the hands and the arms and opening up the shoulders, the chest area. And one more time. Expanding your chest, expanding your chi field. And hands come back together. And place them over the lower dantian, the navel area, clasping one wrist with the other hand, nourishing your chi. Noticing the changes in your body from this erasing blockages practice. Embracing and accepting all sensations and feelings, both comfortable and uncomfortable. Okay, releasing your hands. So let's loosen things up with knocking on the door of life. So feet are wider than shoulder width apart and hands make a light fist, and we knock on the bottom of the rib cage in the front and the back. So a lot of the body's very important organs are located on this midsection channel. This is also part of the body that stores a lot of emotional tension, emotional trauma, as well as having your kidneys and adrenal glands in the back. That's called the door of life in the back. So just allowing any tension to be released. Erasing that tension through this knocking vibration. And smiling to this area of the body. Letting your attention stay there. Where the mind goes, energy flows. Now letting the front hand knock up on the rib cage, lung points, lymph gland area. And continuing your long, steady abdominal breathing and smiling. 1 inch taller, 5 years younger. You smile, you'll get there. And now tapping up on the shoulders if you can reach that. If that's hard for you, just continuing to tap on the lung points or simply on the belt channel. All good. Releasing shoulder tension, opening up the channels to the brain, the vagus nerve. And back to the chest. So hips facing forward is just a little torso twisting. Back down to the lower rib cage. And letting your hands come to stillness. And stepping the feet back to hip width. And noticing. So knocking on the door of life is said to bring a lightning flash of vitality whenever you need it. Another great thing to do every day or every evening. Okay, so we're going to move into our flowing movements now to tonify, strengthen the chi flow in the body. Start with the Tai Chi opening, inhaling the hands gently up in a seemingly simple motion, and then exhaling the hands down. And involving the hips slightly back as you inhale up. And slightly rock forward as you exhale down. Moving as if you're moving through something thicker than air. Like a slow motion movie. Working with this wave-like energy up the back, down the front. Tai Chi opening. Now taking this movement side to side, stepping your foot out a little wider on the left foot and inhale the left arm up as you shift your weight gradually to that left side and shifting back as you move to the right side. And visualizing this movement like an infinity symbol, stimulating both the left and right hemispheres of the brain, the left and right sides of the body's yin and yang. Everything moving and flowing, emptying and filling. And one more to each side. Back to the center. And moving into our parting the clouds. I think you've all done this once, but not sure if anybody new came in. So the foot position is the back foot is pointing towards the wall there. Your front foot is pointing towards me and your heels are together. Okay, and so the foot that's pointing towards the wall, you take one step out, 1 foot length out, and this front foot, you take one step forward and slightly turn the toes in. So I hope you can see it from back here. Don't know how much you can see this, but so your feet start like this. I'm going to step 1 foot out and this step forward, and I turn the toes inward. So basically what you're doing is getting in a boxer stance, and you don't want your feet to be right behind each other because you can't shift back and forth. That's not a strong position. Okay, so parting the clouds, this is called parting the clouds. And we think of the clouds as things that are holding you back, any kind of trauma, any kind of excess emotion, any kind of stress you're under, and we shift the weight forward and shift to the front foot as we cut through those clouds, and then we shift the weight back and push them away, opening heart to the universe as we shift back. So shifting forward, really putting that weight on the front foot, and then pushing the clouds away, weight on the back foot, and lift the chest, letting in that golden light. So push, exhale, shift, inhale, bring in the golden light. Push, exhale, shift, push away, inhale, pushing those back behind you. Exhale forward, inhale back. And continue, letting in golden light. Bringing in what you want. Last time. Okay, stepping that front foot back and making your feet turning this way, this foot forward, this foot sidewards, step forward, step sidewards, toes slightly turned in, boxer stance. Okay, you got it. Let's go. Exhale, weight forward. Inhale, shift back, heart to the universe. Exhale forward, weight on the front foot. Inhale back, weight on the back foot. Parting the clouds, bringing in what you want. Last one. And stepping your feet out, back. So now we finish our flowing movements with the last of the third and fourth golden wheels from Robert Peng. So inhale your hands up into prayer position. This flow we also do every single class year round, the gratitude flow. Very easy to follow this flow, and we start it by bringing something to mind, a person or a thing for which we are especially grateful. Okay, so diving the hands down, we separate the hands and draw up earthly energy. Turn and circulate the hands as you exhale, opening the chest. And now gathering heavenly energy with the palms facing up. Now the palms face downward, and we visualize a connection between the human gates, the Lao Gong points, and the top of the head, the Bai Hui point. And we bring that energetic connection down the head and torso, trunk, down the insides of the legs, around the feet, up the sides and backs of the legs, up the low back, mid back to the shoulder blades, and then opening a chi disc inside the heart center and bringing the hands back to prayer position. Thumbs touch the sternum bone and recalling that thing for which you are so grateful today and feeling how blessed you are. It is said that if we say a prayer of gratitude for something we want to happen, that helps it to happen. So let's do that again. Diving the hands down, drawing up earthly energy, circulating, opening the heart, palms up, gathering heavenly energy. Visualizing that energetic connection between the hands and the Bai Hui point and bringing it down. Noticing the connection. All the way to the shoulder blades, opening the heart center. And again, saying that prayer of gratitude and feeling how blessed you are. So, because this Qigong practice is dedicated to the highest good of all life, our third prayer, I invite you to think of someone or somewhere that might be in special need of a prayer or blessing today and send that out. Diving the hands down, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, feeling the connection, bringing it down. Opening the heart center and sending out that prayer or blessing to someone or someplace in need. And now stepping your feet out wide and bringing your hands up to the level of your forehead for our fourth golden wheel. So visualizing a bright light shining through the center palm points like the light of the sun or the light of the moon, shining through and penetrating deep into the upper dantian, your body's wisdom center. Feeling or visualizing that tingling, warmth, glowing, or simply pretending like you do. So this flow is called the central meridian flow, and we start by opening up the hands and the heart, straightening the legs, and opening the heart to universal heavenly energy. And now bringing the hands together, visualizing this column of energy moving down through the head, through the heart, uniting with the lower dantian, and then spreading this energy out on the earth and collecting it again and bringing it up through the central meridian and opening heart to the universe, bringing in heavenly energy and down, connecting mind, heart, body, going down just as low as is comfortable for you, and continuing the flow and smiling as you bring in that energy. Mind, heart, body. Last one. And this time, as you inhale the hands up, bring them back into the starting position. And once again, feeling that bright light, that energetic stimulation, that warmth directed into your upper dantian, the wisdom center. Breathing in that strong energetic connection. And then letting your your hands drift down to the heart center. Visualizing the heart center glowing, expanded. Feeling the joy, the passion, this expansive energy. And now walking your feet in and bringing the hands down to the lower dantian level and placing your hands one on top of the other. feet together, starting to make a little circle at the navel area. Just a small circle, hands are lightly on your clothing, and let that circle get a little bit larger with each rotation. 6, 7, until you're all the way out to your pelvic bones and up to the sternum bone. 8, 9, and now circle the other direction. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, smaller and smaller. 3, 2, and 1. And feeling this powerful energy overflowing into your body's physical vitality center, the lower dantian. Feeling that energy flowing up, uniting your lower dantian with your heart center, with your wisdom center. Feel this smiling energy penetrating your brain and heart, creating your wisdom mind. And now sending this vibrant inner smile, fresh new energy into all the physical parts of your body, starting with the deepest layer, the deepest immune system, the bone marrow, the skeleton. Visualizing your skeleton just glowing with this vibrant vitality. And feel that energy moving into your circulatory system, into the heart, and penetrating your blood. The chi in your blood is flowing in harmony, bringing everything your body needs to all the parts of your body. Infusing your nervous system, your glandular system with vibrant energy. All of your internal organs refreshed, revitalized. Moving into the glandular system, the muscular system, the tendons, ligaments, flowing into any part of the body where there is discomfort, pain, illness, washing it away, washing away the deeper causes for all the body's discomforts. Like a warm river melting ice. And finally, visualizing it penetrating into your skin, providing this golden shimmering layer outside your skin. Breathe in the chi with all the pores of your skin, providing you with a first line of defense between yourself and the outside world. And visualizing your heart like a beautiful red rose, opening, containing the life force, the love, the divine blueprint you were born with that makes you uniquely you. And imagine yourself as a young boy or young girl again, running, dancing, smiling, laughing in the warm sunlight. Feel the joy, feel the excitement of this fresh new breath in the fresh new moment. And taking this energetic awareness with you into all aspects of your life, from the physical to the most subtle. May all your energies flow freely. May all your heart's intentions be fulfilled. And bringing our hands together in prayer position, together, we dedicate this healing practice to the highest good of all life, to the masters and teachers who came before us, our fellow practitioners, family, friends, and to ourselves. All is well unconditionally and getting better and better. So be it. Amen. Haula. And when you're ready, beginning to move your fingers and toes, bringing yourself back into this room. And gently opening your eyes when you're ready. Okay, so I invite you to go into gallery view if you like, and unmute if you like for our